You know me, I always make a comeback because I'm never quite finished. Okay, story time. Let's hit it. Hit that intro, baby. I like the intro. What is up, my mates? Here's your boy, thatblackcamper on the mic. It sounds like a white boy, but I got that black boy swag. Today's game basically got me running through is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I'm basically playing with a team that I completely utterly suck with. Dante and Virgil, the Devil Twins. My boy Dormammu here, so please excuse the crappy gameplay. Just I'm not good with those characters, but I digress. Today's subject basically, it's basically real. Sunday talk. Or basically, nonetheless, to be honest with you, it's probably just a story time to play that black camper where I'm basically going to give you a story of my past. You may find it enjoyable, you may not. I don't know how you guys enjoy the stuff I make, but I digress. Anyway, basically, today what I basically want to talk about is this. Your boy gets sprung too easy, like straight up telling it. And I'm a victim to this. I remember, 8th grade, met this chick, right? Now, you know what, for namesake purposes, fuck it. I'm just not gonna say her name. There you go, for the mother loving win. Because I don't know who watches these videos or people who know me. I don't know. But I digress. I remember this girl. Now, see, I get mixed signals so freaking early. Like, I like how girls will go on Twitter and stuff like that and basically say that the male are confusing. I think women and I think people in general are confusing, not specifically gender based. Because the opposite sex is gonna say the other one's confusing. You can't read signals. I mean, you don't know if someone's being nice to you or they're flirting with you like these days. But I digress. Remember, 8th grade, had a dream about this girl, right? And my dreams, I think I have fruitions or little bits of dreams, or like little, I have deja vu moments 24/7, to be honest with you. But I remember this girl, and this is something to dream up. I was on a bus and I made out with her, right? I mean, of course that had to be a dream, because ain't no way you're gonna make it on the bus. Like who can do that? And I come to 8th grade. I didn't even give this girl a notice a day in my life. I didn't even know she even freaking existed into that dream. So obviously your mind's trying to tell you something. So I had the dream about her. I found her, and of course that whole year I didn't say nothing to her. Like, I literally didn't bother with it, even though I think I liked her. But I hate the fact that I liked someone that I didn't even know, like, or have any intentions of even trying to know. I just know that I would do little stuff like that to try to be nice. But I mean, of course, these days people don't know shit. Like, I would sit there opening the door for her, and just trying to carry her books for her, do little things like that to basically help her out. But of course, no one ever catches signals of what you give somebody. So we'll just fast forward into 9th grade. 9th grade comes around and she gets to know me. Like, I actually have to help her out, because my teacher's like, Brandon, why don't you go get her some paper? Brandon, why don't you go to the library and get her a binder? Brandon, why don't you go to the library? And stuff like that. And I don't even think they knew I even liked her. But apparently she caught signals. I mean, she's one of those type of girls that you don't even know. Like, they'll just play with you and stuff just to do it. But like, I'm the type of person, I don't even like to play with nobody, man. First, mixed signals. Second, you don't know how that person's feeling. And third, you never know how a person's reacting towards something. Someone can act like they're cool, but you never know the complete outcome. So I don't really like to test people when it comes to certain things like that. But I digress. She's the type of girl that basically will flirt with you, or if she realizes there's a weakness towards you, she will exploit the hell out of you. At the time, of course, I didn't know. We grow to become those things. You just don't inherit habits like that out of nowhere. But I completely digress. And she would just, one day these dudes just playing with her, and and dudes just going around asking, would you go with him? Would you this? Would you go with him? Would you go with him? And of course she got to me and she was like, yeah, I will go with him. Now, of course, the first thing that ran through my mind was like, wow, like freaking seriously? And she would do like little, to be honest, hoish shit, like bend down in front of you and stuff like that. Now, don't ask me why. Opposites attract. Frankly, like I said, if you guys met me, you know that I'm black. You know that I ain't got no reason to hide. I'm proud of my black ancestry. And you know that I'm just always freaking trying to be honest with people. But somebody like that, apparently opposites totally did attract at that time. And she would just sit there and do like little things to you that would just make you think, or just try to mind fuck you all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to be. Is that what you want to do with your time, and try to play with people's emotions? That's you. Who am I to judge? I just knew for a fact that I don't play bullshit. Like, there's so much game I could fucking take until like I just get angry completely. She would sit there and just try to mind fuck you the whole time. Now, looking back at that stuff now, it's hella funny. And of course, to me, to be honest, adding all that stuff up together and actually having a brain at this age, I do totally realize she did have a crush on me. It was just signs of she couldn't admit it. Like, somebody like me, completely, who sounds like smiles a little intelligent for a black guy who doesn't go around using slang or sagging. I get it is pretty awkward for somebody like that to admit that you have feelings towards, but you know, etc. I guess it's hard for her to admit that. I mean, no one wants to admit they're trying to do better with themselves in this community. Like, someone will never admit that. Some people will, majority of the time people won't. So I don't like to even criticize on that whole complete tip there. But I guess it was awkward for her to admit that. Instead of just flat out saying it, like, people just want you to flat out say you like them. You know, there's no work towards it. I mean, and I'm the type of person, I kind of agree with that 100%. You should just admit that you like somebody and just get it over with instead of trying to play games. And everyone doesn't catch signals like you do. Everyone doesn't read signals like a lot of people give out. I mean, I for one, I do not read signals. Like, don't play with people. You never know how that person's feeling. And that person gets them mixed signals, then they finally come at you saying, "Oh, I love you," just like Finn told that princess on Adventure Time. You know, like, I try to chase after you, try to give you attention, now you freaking jealous. He did that hot flaming princess girl thing. I'm saying hot in the sense of she was hot, like burning hot, like not fine hot, but in the sense of fire. Get the fire, man! Freaking fire, man! But I just say this, man, you don't mess with people's attentions or emotions like that. But that's not completely besides the point. My whole tip is this, man, and I'm gonna probably leave it at this. I liked her, straight up telling you, and I'm not gonna lie, I do have dreams about her here and there. I have not seen her in like 2 years. That's kind of my personal problem for letting her get away. But, you know, apparently I went on Facebook and she's doing a whole lot better for herself. She has goals, and that's, you know, even though I don't see her anymore, or even though I don't communicate with her anymore, all thing in the end I want her to do just to be better for herself. Now, one day, you know, of course, if I ever see her, I would probably communicate with her. We'd probably talk, and who knows, maybe something can happen there, because I'm not going to lie, I was attracted to her through the means of not wanting to be, but I was. Somebody like her, you just wouldn't think like somebody like me would actually like, but I did. And I won't say that I still do, but I can't lie, my mind thinks about her here and there. I still have dreams about her every once in a while. We don't do anything bad, but it's just, I guess it's just my mind telling me that I let something that could have been great go. But to each their own, you know, mixed signals. Some people don't really look into their dreams. I'm just the type of person that looks deep into things, maybe a bit too much. I asked my friends about this, and they have also told me that, you know, maybe there's a signs there, you know, communicate with her. So I plan to actually get in contact with her again and communicate with her at one point. But that is it, guys. Join you next week for Search Boy, That Black Camper. I know this came like a freaking mind fuck of a psychology or something, or battle of the minds. It wasn't really that big of a story, but I digress. Later, guys. God bless, peace, and thanks for watching. Later, my name. By the way, it's your boy, That Black Camper, and I'm just saying, peace, guys.